I believe I promised you wine fields at one point. We are right next to a motorway, and I did just do a death-defying journey, but just literally 5-10 minutes walk from where I'm staying is a load of wine, a load of vineyards. I'm sure there's probably a place to buy wine as well, but I'm not a wine enjoyer. Apple juice, what the hell? I mean, apple juice, yeah, sure. Grape juice, I'm down. I don't know why I said apple juice, that's strange. But yeah, this is very, very pretty. I love the vineyards, they're beautiful. I'm in this lovely countryside. There is a major motorway right next to us. Right, I can give you a bit of an update on where we're at. So, what is the date actually? I haven't really looked at this. It is now the 7th of October. So what does that mean? I don't know how many... Oh dear. I don't know how many days I've been here now. You can figure it out. But so far we have phone number, which was the main blocking factor. Now we also have a bank account with Crédit Agricole, which is perfect. It's a great bank, lots and lots of branches everywhere. I've moved all of the money from pounds into euros, so it's in my Crédit Agricole account. So all my money's now in France. So there's barely any money in the UK now, which I'm surprised the bank didn't question at all. I suppose because I was sending it from me to me. I used a middleman, which was Wise. It's there's some red leaves on these, I don't know why. That's kind of interesting. I guess maybe they're dying off. So leaves normally, when they're new, on some plants they can be black because it's like a kind of a sun lotion pigment that protects them from the sun. But I think the red ones on these may be dying off looking at them. But anyway, yes, so what was I saying? Got the money into France. I used Wise, which was a middleman, which basically meant I wasn't charged as much for currency conversion, and there weren't any bank fees, which can be insane. So I went GBP to GBP, so TSB into Wise, and then Wise converted it into euros in the same account, and then sent the euros to the Crédit Agricole account, and that's how I did that. So the money's now here, which is great, but I don't have a card. So the money's in the account, but I'm waiting for Crédit Agricole to give me my card and also my checkbook, because apparently in France people use checks. I have no idea how checks work at all. Yeah, England, not many people use checks, so it's an interesting one. The only way I've seen checks being used was when I was given checks as like a present from grandparents, and you take it to the bank and then put it into your bank, but obviously that's a completely different thing. I see people using checks at checkouts constantly here. I'll be writing down on their little check and then give it to the... Yeah, I don't know how that works, but wow, this is really beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, so the next step is finding a house, and that is the trickiest step, and it's the last step. I've got every single supplier I could possibly need. I've got everything on lock. I know how to get everything. There's going to be no problems with any of the business stuff. Wow, there's people, oh my goodness, people actually live there. That's crazy. That is so beautiful. And it's not far away from amenities either. So that is such a cute place to live. And an insane amount of land, but obviously it's all used for farming. Oh wow. If you look that way, that is insane. There's a beautiful house up there with more vineyards. These are just vines everywhere. It's crazy. And it looks like they've maybe taken up some vines or are preparing land for some vines here. Yeah, I mean, this is vineyard country. That's what this is. This is the Gironde. It is Bordeaux, Libourne, you know, all the places where your wine comes from. It's all around here. This is all your wine. Wine for days and days and days. It's so beautiful. Anyway, yeah, so one of the main things is finding a house that is big enough, and that's causing a few issues, because obviously the pricing goes a little bit more insane than I was expecting it to, from when I was looking at houses before, when my situation was different, which obviously goes into it. But houses close to cities are pretty expensive, and in cities they go to like English level, maybe not English level prices, but they go to countryside English level prices. So you can get a house in the middle of nowhere. There's an absolute massive house that's in the middle of nowhere. It's like 2 hours from everything, and it'd be perfect for what I need. It's it's an old house, but everything that lets walk up through the vines. I'm sure we can't get in trouble for this. I just want it to be a bit of a pretty backdrop, really. Although I'm holding you the wrong way. So we hold you the other way, and you should see the vines. There we go. Yeah, so what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, this house, it's all brand new. Everything's brand new inside. The construction was a long time ago. It's in the middle of absolutely nowhere. There's a tiny village. There's like a mairie, which is the mayor, and a tiny post office, and maybe 500 people live there, maybe even less. But it is 2 hours from any sort of proper civilization. It is proper country bumpkin. And the problem is, even here, not knowing anyone starts to get you a bit. So I want to be closer to a city, and these are things that I'm kind of realizing as I go along. So what have I done? I looked online. I will double check, actually. I do need to double check this. So obviously I've been given permission from the Gironde streets. I'm going to put you in the other arm. This is harder to hold than I thought. Why is it being awkward? It's probably because I don't have the extra handle. Yeah, so I was given permission. Oh wow, let's go down here. That's insane. I was given permission. Let me just show you this. Wow, that's crazy. I was given permission from the Gironde streets. They're the ones who signed off my business. They're the ones who were like, yes, this is good for the Gironde, and this is a good business to be in, because obviously the agriculture here is insane. Absolutely insane. I hope that's coming out as beautiful as it is in real life on camera. This is so gorgeous. I really shouldn't be walking through someone's field, but it's literally vines on vines on vines. It's amazing. I'm pretty sure it's illegal for me to eat a grape as well. Not that there seems to be any grapes. There's a bunch of dried up ones, but yeah, so Gironde gave me the permission, and my office, my head office for exotic nootropics is in Bordeaux. It's in Le Bouscat, which is part of Bordeaux. It's like a little town type thing in the south of Bordeaux, I believe. I've never been to the office. That's just where it's domiciled. It had to legally exist before I legally existed in the country, and that's why that's like that. So my understanding is, legally, because the office is in the Gironde, I can potentially, like I say, I will double check. I did check it once. Live outside of the Gironde, and that actually takes prices down quite a bit, because the Gironde is, number one, it's bloody gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not saying like the Dordoigne's not, because the Dordogne probably is. I've never been, but the house prices are quite high because of, you've got major cities. You've got Libourne, which is beautiful little city, and you've got Bordeaux, which is a major city. It'd be like being outside of Paris, basically. So, if I'm right and I can live outside of the Gironde because of my setup, I'm looking at the Dordogne. And I'm looking at the Dordogne because, number one, like I say, the house prices, they start to drop there. Number two, I found a really beautiful house that is perfect in every single way. Apart from it's not on the mains sewage, it's on a cesspit, basically, sanitary thing, which I've never had to deal with before, but apparently they only need emptying every 3 to 4 years, which is crazy. So that will make that not a problem for me, as long as I check when it's been emptied. It's like 850 quid, or 850 euros, sorry, euros. So nowhere near 850 quid. And it's massive, absolutely massive. It's like 95 meters squared, which might not be massive to some of you, but it's big enough for the business. It's big enough for me to live in. And I figured out how the electrics work, because that's the next thing. I need to make sure that the electrics to the house are up to par with what I need. And the default is 6 kVA, and I need 9 kVA, because just the amount of equipment I'm going to be using is pretty nuts. I found another beautiful little road. Man, this side is so gorgeous to go walking down. Part of me is thinking I need to be at home looking for houses, which I do, but this is an important part of it as well, because I want to build the story, and I want to be able to look back at these videos and be like, oh, I remember that. Hopefully in a beautiful French house, successful after the first year, not sad and back in England. But anyway, so yeah, apparently I can up a house's KVA on my own. It's about 40 quid, something like that, 40 euros to up the KVA. I just need permission from the owner, obviously. So I'll up the KVA on a normal single phase electrical line to 9 kVA, so that'll be the switch, gets upgraded to 9 kVA, and then it'll be safe. Obviously, if you overload an electrical system, number one, you can trip it, number two, you can cause fires. Not what I want to be doing. Not what I want to be doing at all. Sorry, I thought there was something coming up behind me. So that's how I'm going to deal with that. And this house is perfect, and it's only 28 minutes from Bergerac, and Bergerac is a major city. It's not like Bordeaux major, but it's a big ass city. So if I start to get a little bit from not knowing anyone, I can go into Bergerac and I don't know, go to a bar or whatever, you know, do whatever the hell I want to do and meet some people. It also means hopefully in Bergerac there's some sport that can be done, and that's a great way to meet friends. So it just seems like a better aim right now. Also, the commune that this house is in is actually very English, which I don't like, to be honest. I don't like that it's very English, but it might actually help in some ways. So from a business point of view, I have to be smart and make things a bit easier for myself. As stubborn as I am, trying to make things perfect, living in a French place with French people, if I can make it easier, then I will. As the one car goes past. You remember in England when I was walking and I was basically in the middle of nowhere, like going to the sea, and there was just car on car on car. Actually, there's a few cars now. La Poste. Okay, I'm gonna just carry on. Admittedly, I was in the middle of a field. Oh yeah, loads of traffic on this road, look at that. Oh, so dangerous. So dangerous. Now, something just dropped off the tree. Hello, I'm here. What are you doing? There we go. So anyway, that's where we're at. We need to find a house, and a house that's applicable. I did look at potentially splitting the office. Oh, it's a dead worm, big ass worm as well. splitting the office and having the office somewhere, so doing all of the tissue culture and growing in a commercial location, and live in a cohabitation, like a massive house with multiple people. But number one, that doesn't really suit me, and number two, it causes a lot of questions, and it's not going to be easy doing it that way. I think it's easier just to get a house and do it by myself, because obviously we're going to be dealing with soil and stuff. Seen that guy twice now. Clearly he works the vines. What a freaking place, man. What a freaking place. This would be a beautiful place to stay. I'd be happy in this place where I currently am, but well, because there's a gym, there's supermarkets very close, there's boulangeries. I already know someone who lives close by because the bank manager guy was so freaking nice, and he spoke English. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to the bank, no one's going to speak any English because I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. I completely blurted out the word that I wanted to not blurt out. Should I walk that way? Can I walk that way? What do you reckon? I'm going to get burnt doing this. Look at the sun. It's insane. What a beautiful place. It's freaking warm. Really freaking warm. I don't know. I'm walking towards the main road. Let's go through the field. Screw it. Probably going to end up with ticks or something. There's so many things in this country that I don't know about right now. Like the animals that can harm you. There's supposedly, someone told me in Marseille there's scorpions, but I never saw any scorpions, and I went to the middle of nowhere as well. But yeah. Here, there's a gym, there's your supermarkets, there's a house centre, there's pharmacy very, very close, boulangerie is very, very close. I need to be really careful because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just in the middle of a field. Yeah, anyway. So this is a beautiful place to live. It is a beautiful place to live. It is a tiny slither. It's like a weird slither of things. There's a lot of people on this one road that just goes up and creates multiple little towns, which is nice. And obviously, like I said, there's a gym, which I'm currently waiting for the membership to come through the post, and then I can go into the gym and verify it. So I'm waiting for my bank card, waiting for my checkbook, waiting for the thing to come through the post for the gym. But all in all, I'm there, the money's here in the country, which means I can look for properties without any problems, which is the main thing. The main drawback right now is they want 3 times the rent, which is normal. It's what they want in the UK as well, but they want it in your salary. Obviously I don't have a salary, I just have money. So I thought this was going to be lots of vines. It kind of opens to a clearing. Okay, there's clearly they've fertilised this area because it smells real bad and there's flies everywhere. I should not have walked up here. Oh, god damn. Well, I did this to myself, I guess. Flip's sake. Yeah, so at the moment the main drawback is I can't buy the autoclave and I can't really buy anything, to be honest, because it's going to take my money down. Because they need 3 times the rent, I need to make sure I have that in my account. And obviously if I start spending money, it could take me below that, which will make a load more issues. So right now I can't get any more supplies until this area doesn't smell. Clearly that area has just been fertilized. What an idiot. There's some beautiful little vines. I'm pretty sure it's illegal for me to even try to pick a grape, but I have picked grapes before here, not here but in Ile de Ré, and they were very sour wine grapes. They're not Yeah, look, they're all dried up. See, show you some of the grapes. What can we see? What can we see? There you go. All dried up grapes. They're all dried up. They're out of season. See, they're all gone. All used. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't want the money to drop below that amount because I don't want more problems. So once I get a house, get everything approved, which is going to be difficult as it is because obviously I'm not a French citizen. I don't have any history of paying French taxes. I don't have anything. Once I get a house, I can then actually start sourcing these things, which is annoying because the person that I was talking to is ready for me to source them, and I've been pushing them like, I need it within a month, I need it within a month, I need it within a month. But now, since I looked at the house prices, I'm now like, there's an issue on our side. We need to just delay a little bit, and I'll contact you when when we're ready. There's a beautiful thing of grapes right here. Look at this. So some of them are still okay. Look at that. Do you see that? There we go. Look at that beautiful thing of grapes. This vine actually is really active. It's got quite a few grapes on it. They're all dried down the bottom. See, there you go. Look. More grapes there. It adds to the beauty when they've got grapes on them. I want to steal one. They've probably been sprayed with pesticides and all sorts of shit, so I'm probably poisoning myself doing this. Oh. Those are definitely wine grapes, but they're actually sweeter than the ones on Ile de Ré. Might be because they're smaller, might be a different variety. I don't know. Man, this place is beautiful. So that's now our last challenge. That's it. And once we've got a house, we're away. That's it. That's literally, boom. Just budget everything. And we're away. That'll be the business. And you'll see vlogs. Oh wow, they just planted a new row. I don't know when wine season is at all, but I'm assuming it's now / been and gone, because there's lots and lots of grapes gone. But planting plants now seems counterintuitive to what I know. I would have thought you do it in the spring, not in the autumn when you're going towards winter. Look at that. Beautiful. All new plants. These are going to be all new vines. I don't know if it's like the UK where you grow fruit and you can't use your own seed to regrow your fruit. I don't know what that law is, to be honest, but apparently that's a thing. It's insane. I don't know why you'd do that. So you have to source seeds from somewhere else. Crazy. Well, this was a bit of a different rambling. It kind of beats being by the sea. I'd much rather. I don't understand people who want to be by the sea. Maybe in a country like this and in Spain, or like Greece or Malta, or you know, somewhere beautiful where the sea's nice and clear. But in England, the south is horrible. I don't understand it. Like, I've moved from the south, I can say this. I lived there for 3 years. It's horrible. Don't go to the south of England. If you're going to go anywhere in England, go to the middle where it's countryside. It's beautiful. Don't go to the south. The sea is disgusting. It's all grey. It's not beautiful blue at all, ever. When it's sunny, it's windy as hell, like so windy. It's insane. It's constantly windy. And everyone's horrible. Okay, not everyone. I ran into a couple of nice people, but the majority of people down there are just not my cup of tea at all. Maniacs, absolute maniacs. And now I'm in the middle of vineyards. I promised you vineyards. So here is a bunch of vineyards homegrown as well. Like, that's the crazy thing. These are just people with houses and a load of land and a hell of a lot of wine. Lots and lots of vineyards. Yeah, I wouldn't trade this. I was saying to my parents, I don't want to move back to the UK. Like, you just, it's not the same. It's not the same. It is so much better here in every way. The only couple of things that like freak me out a bit are like, there's always flies all over the fruit here when you're in a supermarket. That always seems to be a thing. That's a bit, takes a little bit of getting used to. Obviously I don't speak the language, but that's my fault. That's not the French's fault. So we're just going to keep going towards this beautiful house. I'm just going to keep talking crap and we're going to cut this up because this is just so beautiful. I have to share it. Although my battery's going to die pretty soon, so I just wanted to go for a walk while I'm waiting for some immobilier agents to get back to me about especially that one house that I saw that's close to Bergerac. And I've been sat inside for a long time. I just basically sit inside all day. I mean, I come out for lunch and that, but I go to the supermarket, but it's not like going for a walk. I went for a walk last night and I realised how kind of lonely it is not knowing anyone, and the place that I'm at is strange. It's just like a load of old people kind of live there. There's not many young people, which also doesn't help. Wow, this house is a castle. Well, they always talk about, you know, if you want to make your dreams come true, you get off your ass and do it. And that's what's happening, right? I wanted to be here. I'm here. I'm here. I wanted a French phone number. Got it. Wanted a French bank account. Got it. Make it happen. Just go and make it happen. It wasn't easy to do any of these things.